My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at Center Hill, 3102 Center Hill Road, Akron, Mississippi. I am currently under attack by Scientology. They are driving worms through me and my family, utilizing them as a weapon. They are also talking to me. I can hear their voices. They have installed internal phone service. They use it to harass me badly. They have done so for the last 13 years. They are also stealing extra dimensional biology. So there are more than three dimensions. There are 11 or 12 dimensions in total. We have biology in these extra dimensions. We utilize this biology to have an afterlife. When we die, we live on. We utilize our extra dimensions. We leave ourselves. Scientology is the practice of utilizing this extra dimensional biology before we die. They remove it from themselves. And they use technology and techniques to turn it into an upper dimensional vehicle, a biology in which they can drive around. These organisms are known as aliens. They are remote controlled. These people are evil. They are malevolent towards the living because we have something they want. So Scientology has produced these companies. They are companies that provide Scientology to uh, rich people, people in power. So they need our body parts. They need body parts from the public, part of their business plan. So these people they utilize stolen body parts for their uh, processes, for their employment process. They come down here and take them from the public. They want mine badly. So today I have lost something of great value. I have lost my meninges and dura mater. It is a very valuable body part. It is part of our brain tissue and organ tissue. It helps us function properly. I'm very sick. So what I just found out is our dura mater is responsible for a lot of our cognitive function. I'm very sick and I'm weak. I don't know what they did with it, but they won't give it back. And they're doing my animals too. Come here, Come, baby. It's okay. Come here. It's okay, Coco. She is sick. They're assaulting both of us. They're torturing us because they forced me to assimilate 13 years ago, and I told them no. I didn't want to. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to assimilate. It was civilians that made first contact. It was Fast Company. People like Bill Gates, Devin Singe, Mark Zuckerberg, Fast Company. They forced me into a hive mind. Then the government came and they applied more technology and they took more body parts and they assimilated me too into their hive mind and they started to kill me. Some of these government officials started to kill me. They are combat professionals. It is all they do is kill people. Yes, it turned into angels and demons. Some of these people tried to help me and some of them tried to kill me. But here's the bad thing: the people that tried to help me, they wanted to fix me up in a way so that as I lost tissue, body parts, I could still remain alive. It has been disgusting. Sickness. So these Scientologists, they create their aliens, their alien form, and then they take them to outer space. They take it to a place where expansion is different. They achieve a different rate of expansion. They grow to massive proportions compared to us. They are giants. So we are like little Barbie dolls to them. They take our extra dimensional biology, which is a complete work of biology, and they turn them into surrogates, little organisms that can drive around. So it looks like giants holding little Barbie dolls. That's what Scientology has turned into. They are afraid of me. They are afraid of me gaining the same powers they do because it would give me the ability to fight back. They said they're taking sissies energies too. Yes, I see these. I used to see them very well when I had all of my body parts. They installed technology that allowed me to see them. Well, 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, when I moved back to Mississippi, they came down here and assimilated me fully into the hive. I had gear before that. They're hurting my teeth badly. So the names of the people, the names of these aliens, the ones they give me. So first off, the main culprit, there's Barack Obama. He's an alien. He's affiliated with the companies Preservation Humans and Lizard Company. There's a guy they call Mr. CIA Man. He has a mustache. He's among one of the biggest. Then he's affiliated with another guy they call Mr. Rikers. He comes from Rikers. He has a long uh, salt and pepper beard, gray and white beard, or brown and white beard. Then his daughter, Michaela, they call her Michaela, and then her friend, which is CIA man's daughter or mate or whoever they are. They call her Allison. She is a torture. She tortures me constantly. Her and Mr. CIA man. Then there's Jeff. He is CDC, the Navy. He's the Navy, the FBI. Or he's a government official. Then there are the two big ones, the people that run preservation. And the female is Helena. They call her Helena. She is a government official. I've seen her in a white suit, so she's part Navy, part CIA. She's just preservation. And then her mate, Hephaestus. They call him Hephaestus. So these two are among the biggest aliens in the world. Then there's Michaels. So he's the guy that's running the show. They let him run all of this technology. They let him control the powers of heaven. They let him see the future. He's military. Two of them. There's a few people in the military. Yes, they torture people. They are in this body snatching ring. I can't wait till you go down. I feel very weak. My cognitive function is declining. They took my Duramatter. Let's see who else. There's there's another guy associated with Obama. He's in Obama's house. I don't know his name, but he claims to be CIA or somebody. He runs UMass. I guess he runs UMass. Says Michaela the killer dog. Can't help with body parts. Body parts. So preservation, or I mean Scientology, is literally a medical field of study. It's a medical company. It's about medicine, biology. So here is the Scientology process. So there are more than three dimensions. There are 11 or 12. There are four sets of three dimensions. So it's supposed to be 12 dimensions in total. But the math says 11. So we have biology in these extra dimensions. We have 11 dimensional biology. You can't see it while you're alive. It is inside of us. It looks like inward expansion. It is within the particles themselves. So we utilize this biology to have an afterlife. The human genome produces an 11 dimensional humanoid. We are designed to live in outer space. We can fly. We have big hands and short arms. We have a big head and big torso. Just little legs, little bitty legs. We have a head covering. It has two horns that point straight up. We have all these extra dimensional organs and tissues that you can't see while you're alive. We have things they call Anunnaki organs or corpuscles. We are Anunnaki. That is our bloodline. Yes, we are Anunnaki. When we go into outer space, our skin glows, our eyes glow. They say we can even breathe fire in certain circumstances. This is the natural human afterlife experience. We are Anunnaki. So Scientology is the practice of utilizing this extra dimensional biology before we die. They remove it from themselves. They use technology and technique to turn it into an upper dimensional vehicle. So they like to modify this extra dimensional biology greatly. They like to do things like they remove their horns, they remove the layers from themselves. There are three layers of three dimensions that they can work with. So they like to cleave the layers from themselves. So they wind up with three or four biologies in the upper dimensions that they can turn into extra dimensional uh, vehicles. But these biologies are incomplete. They can't function properly in this state, mainly because they have to leave organs and tissues behind. So, so the origin biology can still function. So they need organs and tissues to complete their upper dimensional biologies. So they take them from the public. They come down here uh, to our homes, to our communities, and they steal body parts from people because they need them to complete. They need them as transplants to complete their upper dimensional biology. So they steal body parts. So they take body parts from humans and other species such as reptiles, insects, and worms. They create various alien forms. They're the blues, the bloods, the grays. They make horsehead people. They have elongated faces, blue bloods, yes, and various other alien forms. And then they make lizard people, lizard body parts. And there is also a form of lizard people where they modify their genetics, and it it creates features within these organisms. And this form is known as also known as a lizard person. Humans have lizard DNA. We evolved from reptiles, so they can make our lizard genetics or our lizard traits dominant in these organisms. This is also known as a lizard person. That's a true lizard person, and that's what they prefer. So they also make bug people or insectoids using insect body parts, and then they make worm people using worm body parts. So these worm gods or worm aliens, they are among the biggest organisms up there. Yes, besides blue bloods and greens. Greens get pretty big too. This is true. If you study the sciences, you will find that there are more than three dimensions. This is a truth. This is a fact. This is this is what science has proved to mankind. We have known, yes, we have known this for a long time. And also, humans have had contact with these creatures, organisms. Scientology. So, for the last 60 years, we have been seeing aliens, mostly in our sleep. People report experiences such as telepathy. Beings come to them and speak to them through their mind. They report having out of body experiences or inhabiting another body. They report waking up somewhere else in the world, out in fields or out in the woods, far away from their home, not remembering how they got there. They report torture, being probed, and they report things like devices. They see these aliens installing devices and stuff inside of us. And these experiences can be explained by Scientology. So this is exactly what Scientology is. Okay, babies. Oh, I'm sick. I feel my nerves are going crazy because they took body parts. They took brain tissue in my meninges, my dura mater. And my nerves are bad. I shouldn't have come home, but my family needs to be protected. I'm down. I have brain fog right now. I have lost energy in my brain and central nervous system. Our dura mater is a very important part of our neurology and nervous system. It feels like it supplies energy, or it gives us some kind of um, extra brain tissue or something we can utilize. Then there's the victim shaming. So upon assimilation 13 years ago, after first contact, I told them to get away from me. I had no choice. I have a classified job, or had a classified job. I made weapons for the military and the government. It was a classified job. Mostly less lethal, but I also made lethal stuff. I'm not going to get into exactly what I made, but this is the truth. So they come to me, invaded my workspace, and I told them to leave. They can't be here. So the next thing I know, the entire Scientology community came down upon me and harassed me. They installed technology, and then I seen the future. So these people can see the future, and I seen the future through this technology. And it was my murder. I seen my murder. And I seen how happy they were to kill me 13 years ago. And then this woman from preservation started saying, "You're going to jail. You're going to jail." I'm like, "For what? I'm not doing anything wrong." So they want me locked up so I can't make videos or get a message out or defend myself. I can't speak to the authorities. They want me dead. And then they started assaulting me. So they started giving me worms. They started sticking things inside of me. My whole face swelled up. I got asymmetrical. I started going to the hospital. So I've been to the hospital about 50 times over this ordeal. It's just a Scientology. If they get a piece of your extra dimensional biology, you're screwed. That means they can access your body from a remote location, anywhere they go. So there's this entanglement property between our third dimension and our extra dimension. If you remove extra dimensional biology, no matter where it goes in the universe, you're still in it. So it appears that you can't remove energy from the particles in which you consist of. It means the particle will be destroyed. So the universe, it does something to ensure this doesn't happen. Space time warps and conforms to ensure body parts never leave us. So what happens is as the extra dimensional body part is removed and it leaves us, as it is leaving us, space time in between us and the removed body part shrinks to zero. Just leaving us, space time is warping and shrinking to zero. So they warp space time as it leaves us. That means they can take a body part to a remote location and stick something in it, and it will go right through our body. They do this to me constantly, and they have most of my extra dimensions in their possession. And they are doing things like torturing it, filling it full of parasites and torture devices. They just leave it there for years and years and years. And now they're doing things like filling it full of torture devices and worms and things and causing it great pain. And then they do things like drop it down a hole in space time or lock it out of entropy so no one can get to it to take out the foreign objects. And then I'm screwed. They do this to me and my family over and over and over again. Yes, they're crackheads. They're all on drugs. They have these eye drops. It's a stimulant. That's how they do their drugs. They put eye drops in their eyes constantly. Plus, this technology stimulates brain and central nervous system. It elevates hormones and neurochemistry. It elevates testosterone and estrogen and growth hormone. And it elevates neurochemicals like dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin. It even elevates oxytocin levels. It has an extremely narcotic-like effect upon these people. And then lastly, they are taking body parts from the public for their surrogate purposes. So they have a surrogate making business. Surrogates are biologies that you can drive that are not your own. They can drive anything, anywhere, in any dimension. They can drive humans, animals, insects, and worms. So they are stealing body parts from the public in mass for their surrogate making purpose. It is very valuable to them. So yeah, they create these surrogates and then they sell them to the Scientology community. A ready-made biology ready to go. That way these people can access the upper dimensions without sacrificing their own biology. I'm very sick, very sick. I wish they wouldn't have removed my dura mater and my meninges. Now I'm sick. I'm screwed. That is a very important piece of my biology. That's why they left it to the end. Because you're making, I'm sick. You're breaking the law. I ate something salty. I feel a little bit better. This is gonna be rough. I'm gonna suffer to death.